Welcome to another trip with me and my nephew, Joe. We're at Yanahli Wilderness Reserve in Marshall County, Tennessee, just outside of Columbia. Never been here before. And so we're going hiking on what I guess is about 15 miles on horse trails. Yes, hikers, that's what I said, horse trails. So it shall be fun. Hopefully it won't hurt too bad because it's muddy, I'm sure. And this is Joe's first time ever backpacking, right, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, first time. So you'd think I'd carry him on a better trail than this, but this is just right in our backyard. So we're going to check it out. So join us. Well, this looks like it was a rock quarry, and now it's filled in. Joe is tightening his boots because he's already realized that loose boots cause blisters. So here's another, looks like an old spring, wet weather spring coming off. Flowing across. That's kind of a lake, a little rock quarry too. So just a couple of feet in, and we're already seeing something pretty cool. I've never been here, so a lot of my friends, they've probably rode a lot of horses off in here before, but I've never been in here, so this is pretty cool for me. So the map's not that great. The map's not that great, and so we're just kind of feeling it out. We thought we found a place that scooted over on the road, and we wasn't really sure which way the trail went, and we decided to follow what we thought was the trail rather than getting on the road. Of course, we do cross the road eventually, but we're staying on what we think is a trail. And so there's the road that we're going to go straight across and add a little more mileage to our trip. So far it's been all right. We've only probably gone a mile, but mostly rocks, and that's good because that's less mud. Not too bad so far. How you like my hat? You like my hat? I don't like orange, but that's a weird road.
I don't think it's a road.
It may not be a road.
It used to be a road.
Looks like it stops up there. And it kind of stops right there. I don't even know where it goes through at. Hey, let's go down there and look, because you know that's always fun. So anyway, picked up a hat at a hunting sporting club that I went to do some pheasant hunting, and we're in the middle of hunting season right now. Turkey season opened this weekend, then it closed, and that's going to open back up next weekend. So I figured I'd wear the hat just in case we don't get shot. So what do you think, Joe? Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Need a computer?
It's Apple.
Yeah, it's an old Apple, that's right. So it's that's Fountain Creek is what that is. Looks like it may have been where an old grist mill used to be. See that, Joe? Oh yeah, check that out. We're going to cross this, but we're not crossing it here. We're crossing it down the road, I think. At least I hope we're not crossing it here. Which I don't think we are.
We're on a horse trail. We might have to.
Well, I looked at the map and check yourself out, man. No, I looked at the map and we do cross it, but we cross on a road, so we don't cross here. Unlike where I was at Big South Fork, we crossed 3 times. 3 times! Remember that if you watched my last video? 3 times! Remember that if you watched my last video? 3 times! Remember that if you watched my last video? Did you get that? It was 3 times. Yeah, this is cool. Not a really great place to throw a hammock up, I don't think, but anyway, yeah, pretty cool. So we're gonna trudge back up there and see if we can keep on going straight. Unfortunately, we have some yellow tape here that says we can't enter this area, and we're law-abiding citizens. When we hike, we like to follow the rules, so we're not going in. However, it does look pretty over there. It's Fountain Creek right there, and we'll be crossing it eventually. Hopefully camping out by Duck River. What do you think, Joe?
I like it.
What do you think, Kevin? I like it. So we just experienced our first climb. How bad do you think that was, Joe?
Not bad.
I'm out of breath. Wasn't bad though. It was a small little climb. Looks like it kind of levels out now. Still muddy, still horse trails, but that was our first little breather. And now, I don't know, we're just still moving on. Oh, that was mud, and well, I got waterproof shoes on, so. Oh, so anyway, yep, our first little incline there. We're in, like I said, I think we're in Maury County, Tennessee, so a lot of bedrock, not much incline. So nothing really out of the whack like if you went further east. Nice little soft area for a moment, and back in the trees again. Howdy folks again. I got a problem. We come to a T and there's no marking. There's no blaze. There's nothing. So we pulled up the map and we think we're going left. And then we're gonna go right. We ain't sure. You wanna go with us? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. There we go. So anyway, we hit this T right here. We ain't really sure. So we turn left. We think the map's telling us to go left. We're hoping that when we get up here, we're gonna shoot right. Because there's nothing telling us where to go. I'm wondering if we follow these I don't know if these are markers or they're just fence posts that are red and white. They look like fence posts that are red and white. I don't think they're markers, but we're fixing to find out if we made a royal screw up or we did the right thing. We just ain't sure. When you're out hiking like this and you've already hiked a few miles, the last thing you want to do is hike useless, an extra mile. You don't want to hike useless steps. So I ain't really sure where we're gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. I'm hoping if we follow there's another one right up there, that if we get up there, I don't really see horse tracks. I don't see horse tracks. You know what I mean by horse tracks? No, there's more of those down there. Go. Hey, covering up the screen now. Let me show you what we got. Field. Alright, I gotta turn this off. We're gonna look at the map a little more. I'll get back with you. Hey Joe, we're filming again. Just want to make sure that you know I'm not talking to you. So, yeah, we had a doozy there. Not really sure where we got off the trail, quite honestly. I'm still trying to figure that part out. However, we did come over on Budmore Lane. Budmore Lane was the area that we're hitting tomorrow. So we cut across the field and cut the loop in half is basically what we did. Joe's having some problems. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to go back up Budmore Lane. We're going north, and we're going to hit the trail somewhere when it gets back on the trail, and then go up to Blue Springs Road, and instead of turning left, we're going to go right to get back on the original trail we were on. So we're going to cut the loop in half again. We're adding mileage. Ain't got a clue how much mileage we're adding, but as far as I know, Joe, you holding up?
Yeah, I'm fine so far.
Can't see, and there you are. I'm holding up pretty good, so it's not that bad. So I'm not too butthurt that we got off, but I am butthurt that I can't figure out how. So that's what we're going to do. Up Bud Springs. There's a mouse. No, that's not. It's a leaf. Bud Springs, get back on the trail, up to Blue Springs, head right instead of left, head over to the Duck River, find us a place to camp, eat some dinner, take a rest in a hammock, feel good, feel great, feel glorious, like men in the woods should. All right. I guess if that fell out right there, the whole thing might collapse. We're going to go down that way and see if we can hit the other side of the trail that we should have been on and try to get down to Duck River, find us a camp spot. Typically we would be coming from that way and coming down and then going down here and then heading back out, and that's the way we just came, because remember earlier we cut that field in two. So now we're cutting the loop in two here and hopefully going there. However, something we've learned, we're not really sure there's a loop, because we was looking at Google Maps and some of the trails actually on the map, and it doesn't show loop, it just shows in and out. So we don't know what that's all about. So still good, still hanging in there, having fun. You having fun?
Uh-huh.
Back hurting?
Just a little.
Feet hurting?
No. Shoulder strap. There was straps off.
It's not a very good
That's
pack.
it.
Somebody'd like to donate a free pack, I could sure use it because that pack is cheap and not very good, and I need a new one. So if you got one, you ain't using it, you want to hang out with us, mail it to me. I'll give you my address. Thank you. All right, ready to go further?
Ready?
Ready to get in the hammock?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Get by the river, listen to the water. Maybe not. I don't know. Hey guys, we're here at a creek crossing. A little small one. It's not that bad. But definitely need to get it on camera so that in case I ever come back here again and it's rained pretty good, this could be more than just what it is. We just spent a few minutes at Duck River. There was a little area you can get down to and
What?
hang out on the the rocks and little gravel bed and just hang out there for a little while. So we did skip some rocks and enjoyed. But the trail came off just a little bit. Now it's fixing to cut back towards the Duck River, and that's where we're looking to camp for the night. A couple of guys, they came speeding down that gravel road, and what was it? Something like a Toyota or a Nissan. It was really old, 80s, maybe 90s Nissan or something. And just bumping through and everything, and looked like some teens, about 3 males, and we just got up and got out of there. We wasn't really sure who they were and whether they were up to no good or not, so we didn't want to hang around too long, so we took on off and came around the bend so we could get away from that parking area a little bit. Now we're going to look for a campsite, but here's that little creek crossing. You can see that they've got some rocks there we can kind of skip and get across, so not much, but that right there flows into the river on down that way a little bit. So let's go find some place to camp. Hey, we finally made it to camp. We're up on a hill overlooking the river. Joe was beginning to wonder. We found a place that seemed okay. He's like, can we stop here? I'm like, no, let's go a little further and see if we can find something a little bit better. We'll mark this as, if we can't find nothing within a mile or so, we'll come back. And I hadn't taped it yet, but I'll show it in a minute when I get back up there. But I was sitting there in my hammock. Sorry, I got a thorn in my finger. I was sitting in my hammock, and it's like, man, we gotta go get some water. And I don't remember. I think there was a creek that we passed about maybe a mile, possibly 2 miles back, which meant 4 miles going to and from to get down and get some water. And so anyway, I forgot when we started to climb up this hill right here to get to the campsite, I found a little water source, but I thought it was just a pool of water, so I didn't think about when I was going to get my water bladder to fill up. So I decided to come down here to see what I might find, and I found a little spring coming out of the hill. So we'll get some fresh water here, and we'll be good for the night. A couple of liters set us up for the night, and then if we need any more when we get up in the morning, then we got some. But anyway, the babbling brook just sounds awesome, just sitting here and listening to it. I think I might hang out here for a little while, just for no reason other than the cool air coming off and listening to the sound of the waterfall. Anyway, that's where it's going. Just a little small creek, something nothing big. I came from up there. Hey guys, you're probably wondering why I'm sitting in my office when this whole film is about being out at Yanahli in the woods. Forgive me, I'm still dealing with a little nasal sinus stuff because, you know, springtime, allergies starting to happen. But anyway, we were sitting at camp, me and Joe, my nephew, we were sitting at camp and hanging out in the hammocks, and about 3 o'clock, Joe asked me, hey man, how much time would it take to get back to the truck? And I said, maybe a few hours, you know. He says, well, can we go? And I'm like, what? You want to go? So anyway, Joe decided he didn't want to stay in the woods last night. And so we packed everything up, hammocks and tarps, and packed it all up real quick about 3:30. And about we got back to the truck and dropped him off, and I came on home. So stayed home last night, so I didn't get to stay in the woods, but that's okay. As you know, that was Joe's first trip, so he did an awesome job. We probably hiked about 12 miles. So here I am. I just wanted to say the reason we didn't have a day 2 is because there was no day 2. It was just a day 1 or a round trip through Yanahli. So thanks for watching the video, and hope to do Yanahli again. And there's really not great camping area out there, especially if you're a hammock camper. It's really thick woods, so but the place that we found was practically the best place that we could around the river. But it's an okay place. Like I said, it's a horse trail, not really a hiking trail, so it's not really meant to camp at. You're really just supposed to ride, I guess, horses. So, but I plan on going again and checking it out. But thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed the little bit that you saw. And thanks for checking out YouTube video. I really appreciate you watching the videos. So see you again on the trail.